YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Stay Fitted. Once again, long pause between the last video. I try, but sometimes I just can't get to it, man. But I'm definitely dropping y'all this one. And as y'all seen by the thumbnail, your boy finally made the switch, man. I'm just go ahead and get right into it. iPhone 6s Plus. Now, I've had it for about 3 days. And I'm pretty sure, like any other person who's come from using an Android phone all of their life, I'm going to just go ahead and tell you, I still have no idea what I'm doing. The texts, the calls, and everything, of course, all the simple stuff, it's all good. But still trying to get on pretty much to figure out how this is. Like I said, this is the iPhone 6s Plus. I already have my tempered glass on here, my tempered glass protection. Like I said, I had it for about 3 days, so still kind of learning all the ins and outs on it. I've pretty much tried to set it up kind of like how I had my Android to try to make it a little more of an easier transition. This is what I came from. I had a Samsung, excuse the stuff on here, all the air pockets under here from the protection on this one, but I had the Samsung Galaxy Mega. And that's the one downside to it. The iPhone 6s Plus, since it is a Plus, I believe they said this is about a 5.5 or 5.7 screen coming from the Mega, which is about, I believe, like a 6.2 screen. As you can see the difference right there. Just putting them in each other, you know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong, the 6s Plus is big, but it's not as big as my phone I had. So, you know what I mean? But, of course, anybody knows the specs are totally off the chart when it comes to actual phone wise and just the inside gadgets and everything. This phone can record in 4K. So my next video I'll definitely be using this one just to see how it goes. It has the slow motion. It basically has all the bells and whistles. So I got this through Sprint, basically with nothing down, straight out the door. With the contract, of course, but that I wasn't minding because I actually came over from Metro PCS, so definitely didn't mind that. I was trying to jump on to something different and actual a little more better coverage, you know what I mean? So and haven't been disappointed so far, and I have, of course, Wi-Fi in my house, so that saves me. But I got the basically unlimited everything plan, which is the data, tall text and all that kind of thing. So that part, is pretty much taken care of in itself. But yeah, for the most part, I will say now 3 days in that I'm getting used to it. It's not a bad phone, man. I mean, I see what people are saying with these iPhones. I mean, the only downside that I have is which some people will say is a plus, is security wise. I mean, man, they take their security extra serious. I mean, the apps I had on my Android, a lot of them I couldn't put over here. There's a lot of things I couldn't do over here. So I've either had to make a way to get those same type of apps or just not have the apps at all. I still use this phone like when it's connected to the Wi-Fi here because I ported my number over, so it's my same number. But for the most part, man, I mean, minus the security side of it, which I guess you can say is a good thing. I mean, it's a hell of a phone, man. It's super fast, got the 3D stuff. It has the thumbnail, to pretty much open it. So here it is right here. As you can see on my phone, I did everything kind of like how I had my Android, which is group all of the same type of apps into one area so I can actually open it. Like I have my social, which is all my social media apps. You hit it, go to all of the apps right there. You can find anything you want to go to. Then I have like all my media apps, of course, like my YouTubes, my thumbnail maker, my YouTube studio, anything like my Netflix, anything like that. So I did kind of make it kind of similar to where it's kind of familiar as far as like with my Android, and like I have all my Google apps on here. Everything I have that was connected with my Google on here. So it wasn't that hard of a transition, the way I did it. So it's cool, and the screen is 3D. It actually moves, when you look at it for the screensaver. But yeah, for the most part, man, I mean, it's a hell of a phone. Like I said, man, it's super fast. Does everything, like I said, the 4K recording. So, I mean, me personally, I'm pretty happy with the upgrade. I can't complain. And like I said, of course, I don't walk around with it like this. I have the tempered glass on the front. But then I also picked up one of those things. No, got a little email. But I have one of those things that's kind of similar to like one of those otter boxes. You see it has the back portion covered. But then it has the front portion, but it already has the screen film on there. So with the tempered glass plus with the screen, you can't. I heard these phones are like super sensitive. You don't want to get caught without some kind of protection on it because they will shatter. So I just went to the extreme. I got the tempered glass cover. Plus, I got the whole thing. So, you know, when you put it together, you know, it's kind of like it goes into it and it just makes a solid case covering all around the phone. So it wasn't bad. Got it off of Amazon, you know. Then this is the case it was shipped in, but, you know, that doesn't matter. But, yeah, had it for 3 days, man. I can definitely say if you're not used to having an iPhone, it's not as bad as everybody say it is, because there's a way you can change. And then with my phone, there's an app you can download from Android. It's called Android to iOS, and it's basically like a way it Bluetooths all of your information from your old phone to your new phone. So that definitely, I mean, all my apps that were on here that could go, because like I said, it's a big security thing with them. All the apps that could go did go, my contacts and everything else. And then once I, you know, started creating a lot of my iCloud, my Apple stuff, and all that. And then the only downside too was like my music. I had to go to iTunes, put it on there, then from there. But once I hooked up my phone from my laptop, I mean, transferred everything over. So you got to kind of jump through a couple of hoops. But like I said, for the most part, man, I'm getting used to it. Am I happy with the purchase? Definitely. If I had to give it a, you know, a 1 out of 10, I would say maybe just, you know, 8.5, just because of the learning curve. That's the only thing stopped it from getting a 10. But, you know, once you learn it, I mean, it'll probably be a 10, just because, like I said, all of the bells and whistles, man. So, but definitely, man, just wanted to drop y'all that quick video. Like I said, stay tuned for the next video. And that one will definitely come sooner than later, because I definitely want to record this and check out the quality on it in 4K. So definitely we'll be dropping that soon, man. So appreciate y'all for watching. And hey, anybody got any tips or tricks that go with these iPhones? Like I said, this is the iPhone 6S Plus. Definitely drop it down below and let me know, because I'm open for anything. Because like I said, I'm still a beginner, man. So any information helps, man. But this your boy Shawn.Stay.Fitted, man. Definitely appreciate y'all coming through, and I'll holler at y'all later.